Welcome to Real Talk with Elisha. My name is Elisha, of course, and I always start my show by saying that I am not a therapist, and I do this show because it's therapy for me. Um, I do the show also to educate people on things of life experiences and things that we go through in our daily lives. Excuse me. Um, what I want to start by saying is I'm doing this show again. For the last couple of shows, I went through a lot of emotional situations that I kind of like wanted to restart it again. I deleted a lot of my shows because of my life experiences. So, what I want to talk about tonight is life experiences. And talking about life experiences like being alone, um, healing, and going through hardships, and to understand that life is teaches you lessons. So, welcome everyone. I hope you guys had a good week. Welcome back to my show. Sorry I have not been uh, in a lot of good moods to be doing my show in a while. Last week we had a storm and it knocked out the power, so I couldn't do the show. So I want to welcome you guys back. If you can hear me, please let me know. Hello, chat room. How you doing? Of course, if you want to join, let me know. It would be nice. I'm talking about life experiences and healing and being alone and handling your day to day lives. And I wanted to touch that because the way I do my show is, like I said, is therapy for me and is to try to help someone out there that if I can, I can by my life experiences. Like I said, I'm not a therapist when I do this. I do this because I let a lot of my experiences, hopefully someone could I could help. Because a lot of us go through a lot of things on a daily basis and it's so hard for us to understand things that we go through. Um, it's been a rough day. I hope everybody's day been good. I want to start by saying that when I say I want to talk about being alone and healing from our past wounds and managing relationships, it's really something that we all deal with on a daily basis. And as you see in my sign back here, right here, you got this. And I want people to understand when you go through life, you got this. It's a journey every morning to get up and motivate yourself to do something for yourself. And it's hard. And there's a lot of us that deal with it. I'm starting off with my life experiences because I hope to help someone. And you're right. Somebody might need a testimony. You are true, Swift. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you coming in and chatting with me. It helps when I have the audience chiming in and I could really express how I feel about things and how, life is and things like that. So what I wanted to touch bases on was healing and when you're healing about your past traumas, when your past wounds. And I've been going through this journey for the longest, with the breakups, with trying to find out how to be myself, how to be me, how to handle situations being by yourself. And sometimes people will say you're not by yourself and you're not alone. Well, excuse me, that is true. However, a lot of us deal with our life experiences by ourselves. And it's hard when you don't have people to really lean on. In this world that I see that's happening right now in my life experiences, and I'm going to really address the life experiences because a lot of people think because I don't have to have a degree to know certain things, I don't have to have a degree to know life. I deal with it, I go through it. The other day, perfect example of my life experiences and dealing with emotions. I'm gonna say I'm a very emotional person, and I wear my heart on my sleeve. I really do. I really am sympathetic to the point where sometimes it's scary because it tends to have people thinking that I I'm too vulnerable, or I'm too easy, or I'm too soft and things like that. But I don't see it like that. I see it as being myself, because see, people don't understand. When you have a someone that is caring, loving, kind, and really want to see you be a better version of yourself more than they do for themselves, it's because they've been there and they know how it feels to not have someone by their side to really motivate them. Um, and people always say you can't have people, or you shouldn't depend on people to motivate you. But you really don't understand, sometimes people do need that. People do need someone that they could lean on, that someone could say, you know what, hey, no matter how bad it is, keep pushing. And I'm a firm believer on that, because I tend to help people a lot in handling their day-to-day life. I try to be optimistic as much as I can. I fall once in a while. I fall. I have to pick myself back up. And people think to see that it's a bad thing. And to me, that's not a bad thing at all. I think that me being who I am and becoming more of learning myself, you tend to be like, wow, I am amazed of the things that I am seeing in this world that we live in. And I'm seeing how people are. And I'm not sure what you mean, Swift. You said you were okay. I'm sorry. Let me I forgot I could show it. He said you where I seen you last. I'm on my way. I don't know what you mean, Swift, but I appreciate that. Um, and yes, all those things that I was saying is unconditional love is because people don't understand when I am that way. It's because I know how that feels. I know how it feels to not have that person to really push you, or understand that you could do whatever you want and you put your mind to it. I try my best, and I have been trying my best to live by what I say. Is that how you say it? Or practice what you preach. That's the thing. And I have um I have been really trying to be better. And it means growth. When you start really realizing your life experiences and really learning from them, you get to be a better person. Um, no, I am no Swift. I'm not there. If you're talking about live coming in person, no, I'm not in there. I'm not out there. Um, I will. You could come on. I could chime you in online right here, or over the thing. You don't have to come nowhere, babe. Okay. Um, I've been trying to fix this thing. It keeps going in and out. Look at that. Yeah. So I have been really trying to practice what I preach, and people tend to have this perception that I contradict myself a lot. I had an incident the other day that a young lady was like, I don't know my boundaries, and I don't know how to carry my feelings. I have boundaries to a certain extent. Okay. I try to be the best version of myself, and I try to have boundaries in certain aspects of life. And I want people to understand that you have to have boundaries with people. You have to have boundaries with uh, your job. You have to have boundaries everywhere, even with your family. So it's like people perceive you and be jealous of how you are. And I've noticed that a lot in my life since I got to this country, to be honest with you. And I've been dealing with this for years. And it's like my spirit to them, it kind of like scares them to me, I think. And this healing process that I'm going through, and I hope everyone stays on this journey with me, because I hope to help someone. Because this journey of healing, when you're dealing with your past wounds and your traumas, it's really a lot to deal with. And it's crazy how I'm sorry, it's my dog. Fresh Real Talk with Elisha. No, stop. No. Oh, I just messed up everything. My apologies. I hope you guys can see. I apologize for my dog. Anyway, this is another reason. This is another thing I do my show. I really, when I'm trying to do something for myself, it's so hard to get that time to do it for yourself. And this is part of my healing and wherever. I think I gotta send you an invite, Swift. Hold on one second. Let me see if I could put it on here for you in the chat. See if the link come through. See if you could click on it and let me know. So when I'm trying to get myself together, it's very a hard journey when you have been trying to really be a parent, trying to really find out who you are by yourself, find out who you are. And being alone is okay. When I say being alone, I mean, okay, everybody know I went through a breakup. It was very hard for me to deal with. I have tried to remain friends with the person because I hate to leave people on a bad note. I hate to leave people don't understand when you leave on a bad note, right? You tend to take that bitterness, that hate, that resentment, everything possible to the next person. And to me, at this particular time, like I was going about it wrong of trying to get in a relationship. Oh, hold on. Let me Swift got in. Are you ready, Swift? There we go.
There we go.
What up, Cuzzo?
What's good?
It's good to see you.
Hi, good to see you too. I know I'll be trying to catch your lives, but sometimes I be going to sleep early sometimes.
Boy, you're the only one. I just be like, I do a show at 9:30 on Tuesdays now, and then I do
Mm-hmm.
mines on Wednesdays. So I kind of like restarted this week because I went through this emotional roller coaster and I deleted everything off of my social media. Like everything. All my shows, everything's gone. So
Huh?
how are you? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm great. I'm just telling you. I'm glad I caught you live. You know what I'm saying? Because I be trying to catch you live. I be trying. I'm looking
You
for
be
my
trying
head.
to what?
I said I be trying to catch you live. Could you hear me?
I gave.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I be trying to catch you live, but I be working so hard and I be sleep early sometimes. So, you know.
It's all good. Hey, you caught it tonight. It's that and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's good to see you. And how you feeling?
I feel great. I ain't gonna lie, I feel amazing. I'm doing my thing. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, that's all we could do, right? That's all we could do. And like I was saying, this is why I was talking about the healing process and the things of life experiences. And people tend to really think that because we're going through stuff and we're trying to have boundaries, we on some other different type of level. But when people do that, I think is when they don't really realize that they have traumas also. They don't want to really take the grasp and learn from their life experiences, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it make good sense because I mean people thought I was gonna be the same all my life type allow stuff, but it's like when you grow up, we progress. You know what I'm saying? We mature, we level up. We're not gonna be the same us as yesterday, even if it was just 24 hours ago. You get what I'm saying? So it's like we always constantly learning. That's the whole process of this. That's the whole point of this lifestyle, of this whole life experience on Earth is to learn and progress gradually every day. That's why
But
it's like,
some people don't think that way though. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you.
yeah, I mean, but that's why they're there because they're there to show you like people are going to be stuck. People can't get past that threshold of, oh, I have a bigger purpose or I gotta learn or I gotta do this. I gotta. People stay stuck. So that's why we gotta leave them behind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they get comfortable. It's not like too much of a stuck. Like I got comfortable to the point where I just go to work, come home, and not think about doing this right here. I never thought about I did it, but I didn't do it virtually like this. I did it more on just on, Amazon and Spotify and stuff like that. But I didn't think of doing it this way until someone was like, you should really put your show on live and see what happens. And I'm like, well, I mean, you know, I'm gonna try it, see what it is. But I've been liking it because it's therapy for me to really get out the life experiences like you're saying right now. Because it's a lot of people really don't understand that healing process for yourself. Like I don't even want to be in a relationship right now. And that was my main focus all my life. Because in the Muslim religion, we was taught to be a wife. You know what I mean? So that's all I thought about. But now that I'm single and I'm trying to really heal and find out who I am, when I tell you it's feeling great to the point where I'm still trying to figure it out, it's a little scary, but I'm at the point now I'm like, wow, I was not thinking about me. And it's still hard for me to think about me because I can't even spend money on myself, to be honest with you. I was telling one of my relatives that, and I was like, yo, I can't even spend more than like $50 on myself. But anybody else, I'm good to go. I'm like, yeah, what you want? What you want? Let's go get this. But I can't do it for myself, and I'm still learning of not being able to always do that for somebody else. I got to do it for me. And if I can't make me happy, how am I going to make my kids see if I can't get over whatever I'm dealing with them being around me, the environment? How are they going to see, hey, how is mom going to do this?
Yeah, I understand. What I've learned through my experiences, and we family, so you already know. I learned that a lot of people are users, and they can use that family dynamic to their advantage to use you. So it's like you said, setting boundaries. That's something that you really have to do. That's why I'm kind of like on my own right now, and I'm doing everything on my own because I stand on my business. I stand on my boundaries, and I don't let nobody try to play with me no more. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody helped me get to where I am. I'm living on my own by myself. I make my own money. I got my own car. I got my own place. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing real good for myself. Ain't nobody help me. I got a little bit of help here and there, but as far as like the deeper aspect of it, I don't get help. I get the initial help, but then it's like, oh, you XYZ, I need this, da, 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 da. But it's still me that's handling all that. So what I've learned is like you have to set your boundaries. You have to say no. It's okay to say no because if it's family, where they gonna go? Where they gonna go?
Dude,
They got,
dude,
they gotta respect it.
they have, well, see, that's the thing. And because we're family, and how we had to really step back and do what we need to do for ourselves. Because if we didn't, how are they going to see, okay, wow, they did this all by themselves? And the journey for us, what my goal for all this, to be really, really honest with you, and I'm the oldest of 10. So I want to show them, no matter what we go through as family and how we are, I want them to know that I could stand on my own, but I still want your support. If we can't support each other, like what you're doing right now, you supporting me or just being on my show, you would support me just being in the chat. And this family is too big not to be big. You know what I mean? It's like we have so much talent to be big, and in a good way, not in a bad way, because every person has been able or even come into our family and was like, wow, you guys really quit.
But what you said earlier, what I heard was jealousy.
Which with who?
No, you said that in the
Yeah.
aspect when somebody is on their path or somebody's doing good, people get jealous because it's like, wait, you're not doing what I want you to do anymore. You're not listening to me no more. You're doing your own thing, and why you doing your own thing, and you're gonna take off without me, and that be the thing. And it'd be like, that's not the point. The point is support me, and then if I make it, and when I make it, I'm gonna bring you with me. If you're gonna sit there and try to pull me down like crabs in a barrel, when I do make it without you, because I see you try to pull me down, then you're gonna be the one at the bottom wondering why this person not helping me.
and
You
then
know,
get mad and say, oh, you change, you this and that. I notice a lot of people do that though. And when you really now get into that aspect of finding yourself is when you lose a lot of people, even your family. Because at the end of the day, like you said, you're doing everything on your own. I'm actually maintaining on my own. And the scariest thing that I've been dealing with is being alone, like I was saying at the beginning. And it's like I'm getting over that to the point where I don't want to get too comfortable because I still want a companion. I still want somebody to spend time with me and travel and make money and you know, I still want that. However, I want to be able to heal first from the bad situations because I don't want to bring those bad things to the next person. You know what I mean?
can I say something?
Good.
It's 2024, and times is very different. And the thing about me is that's the thing that I adjust to and I understand. And where I am now, because a lot of people didn't think I was gonna be here where I am on my own, maintaining by myself. So it's like, don't even worry about all that. Do you. Take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Secure yourself. Whatever else is out there, whoever gonna add to it, they're gonna add to it. You don't have to sit there and wait for it. That's the thing about me. Like, even when I was a youngin and I was in the streets and I was doing a lot of things and getting in trouble and all that, I was still standing on my own because that's my own mindset. I'm like, okay,
Right.
well, I'm a man, so I gotta be out here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I got that negative connotation on me right now because I was trying to be a man. You see what I'm saying? But the way family got it relayed to them or how people interpret it, they didn't see it as that. You know what I'm saying? They say, oh, he's reckless, he's a junkie, he's this, he's that. But I get it, I understand. But when they look at me now, they like, damn, cuz really doing it. Like, cuz, yeah, because I always had this mindset. It's just that certain things needed to click. And then when it clicked, it's like, all right, I'm focused. So stay focused. Like, don't worry about, like, yeah, we still human. So yeah, we have human urges. We want love, affection. We want to be around. Woo woo. But it's like, well, see, it's different with me because I don't know your dynamic or your aspect. You probably
Yeah.
had more family around you more than I did. I was usually out here by myself. So it's different for me. So it's like now that I'm finally on my own, it's like I'm okay being on my own because I've always been on my own without, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But in the aspect of a relationship and finding a partner and all that, like I said, 2024, people got so much access to social media, so many options. A lot of people ain't really there. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. They're not there because, like I was saying, is the trauma and the things that they got to deal with. Sorry, my dog.
It's cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a lot to deal with, and that's why I wanted to do the show tonight about the healing process, being alone, and trying to make sure that people understand that no matter how somebody's spirit is and how they're trying to change, you shouldn't downplay them because you're not doing it. You know what I mean? And I
Right.
witnessed that this week because it's like because I'm not rowdy or ignorant or loud and all this other stuff, you seem to think that something's wrong with me or I emotionally messed up. And I'm like, I'm an emotional person. I'm a human being. If I swear to God, I swear if you don't have any emotions, to me, I think it's like you're hiding so much when you do that. You don't want to face what is really wrong or going on, not wrong, what's really happening within yourself. You know what I mean? I think people that does that lashes out for other
Yeah.
people that has good spirits and really trying to better themselves. And like you said, they will try to pull you down as much as you try to get up there. And it's hard. And it's really hard. So that's just what it is on that in that aspect. Um, Other than that, I have been really trying my best to. Like I'm going through my list here so I can make sure because I'm trying this new thing of this script thing and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I've been getting help a lot trying to get this thing all better. So next week I got this other platform that is going to be so spectacular, and I'm trying to really, really do better in getting this out there. You know what
I'm
I
trying
mean?
to find my angle.
Huh?
I'm still trying to find my angle because my hair looking crazy right
You look like Sideshow Bob.
now. I know I only got 18 locks now, so it's crazy right now.
Yeah, you look like Sideshow Bob, like you from the Daggone Simpsons. Looking all crazy.
But what I want to say is like I want to get real a little bit because after I lost my grandmother, a lot of people turned on me. Even before that though, but it's like when you feel like you're alone, you gotta really dig deep. You gotta really dig deep into who you are and who love you
Yep.
and who is rooting for you, whether
Yep.
it's dead or alive.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to you have to make it a point to be great. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can't you can't let. I mean, I'm gonna sound
You
weird,
can't
but
let the
you can't
this
let. Like I said, I'm about to sound weird, but you can't let human things get in the way of your spiritual destiny.
right. Well, you can't. But this it's like what you said of how people was turning against you when your grandma died. And it's I don't see it like I know how you felt because being alone when you really going through it, you really that's when you really want to know who's really there for you. And like you really pinpointed who would be there and who really love you, regardless if they're here or not. It's a spiritual thing when it comes to people that's not here, and you could tell by the signs. I think, and it really helps to notice that they weeding out. You get people they weed out the who's they. I say they. I'm gonna say
No, you
I've
can
been
say
learning.
that's the
I've been
answer.
yeah,
That's the
I've been
answer.
learning wording. You got to word things right. You know what I mean? And when I'm saying it's like not spirits, but it tells you. It's like people. It speaks to you. It's like me now, me being healing and finding out things, and I'm like wow, okay, so I didn't see this at first. No, I can't even do this no more because this is not going to get me here. I'm on this journey of trying to make sure my mental is fine because I noticed my mental wasn't fine before. And when I used to lash out on people and don't want to be around this and don't want to, it weeded out people that I didn't need to be in my life. If you're not serving anything to um, not promote, but elevate me,
Right,
then why are you around? It's
right.
that was the hardest thing for me to find out with my ex. Is like, I didn't understand the concept and all the flags and all these things that I was getting, and I didn't understand it until I had to really sit down, like you said. And when therapy hit me, I really was like, wow, I saw a whole bigger spectrum. And ever since then, in 6 years now, I have learned so much about me and my boundaries and people and my life experiences. And if I didn't pay attention to the things I have been through to learn from those things, then I wouldn't be who I am. Just like you wouldn't be who you are. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
think that helps a lot.
Confirmation. I got a question though. You
Go
ever
ahead.
you ever been by yourself for like 30 to 45 days, just like by yourself, nobody, no contact, no nothing? You ever did that?
Swift, I can't even get one day by myself.
Okay. So this is why I asked is because we're family, so I've been locked up. For the very first time I ever got locked up and I actually did time, not arrested, but locked up, I did solitary for like a month. That means locked down in the cell for 23 hours, only get 1 hour out. You got a lot of time to yourself, a lot of time to reflect and be in your own head. So it's like A lot of people don't get that time. So a lot of people don't get that time to dig deep into themselves and to understand themselves, to
But that's
understand.
if they want to dig themselves, like how you're saying it. I didn't mean to cut you off, but you could continue that because I wanted you to I get what you're saying because I know a lot of people that's been in the same thing you're saying right now. And it's up to them to take what you're saying right now. And I want you to repeat that again. That's solitude. Because the people that's been in there, I think they need to really gravitate to that is a positive thing. And they would think it's a bad thing, but it's a positive thing.
But
Go ahead.
at the same time, I'm glad you cut me off because at the same time, not everybody got my mindset. So it's either going to make or break somebody. You get what I'm saying? It's either going you either going to come out there worse or you're going to come out something better. Fortunately, I came out better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I still got in trouble after that, but I learned. I I take myself back. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, when I think about me, I like to have out of body experiences, and I like to take myself out of my own shoes, and I like to look at myself from an outside perspective of how everybody else gonna see me. So that's what I do. So that's how I'm able to progress. That's how I'm able to think like, okay, if I do this, this is going to affect X, Y, and Z. This is going to affect this person. This person's going to feel like this. Da 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 da. Woo woo. So that's why I am the way I am. But like you said, a lot of people don't have that in them. But that's the thing. It's not for everybody. That's this is basically what I want to say is there's good and there's evil. And no matter how much we try to make evil see good, sometimes we're not going to make that breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes within ourselves and we take ourselves to the deep end just to get this one person to see the light, we lose ourselves so bad to the point where we do drastic stuff. Like I remember one time my last baby mother, I shaved my whole head, I shaved my facial hair, I shaved my eyebrows, I shaved my eyelashes, all that. I turned myself in just to get away from her. But that's what I'm saying. It's like we gotta we gotta we gotta learn how to pick our battles to understand who is for us and who isn't. Because if you think somebody is for you and they constantly showing you that they not, they gonna make you go crazy.
I thought I had on mute. I said true. I believe that. And you're right. You I had to learn that from my therapist too, what you said about not everyone is gonna we can't try to do help the evil see the good because some people are not built for that.
I'll put it in easier terms like takers and givers. Takers is always going to take as long as givers give. As long as you
Yep.
keep giving, that taker is going to take what it is. As long as you giving it, they're going to take. I don't care. Whatever you want to give me. Okay. But as soon as you stop, that's when you set something in that person for them to
Right.
see themselves. And that's why I'm the way I am because I'm the type of person, if I see you a certain type of way and I notice that, I'm going to let you know. That's why people don't like me because I'm going to voice that. That's why, that's why I say it. We're family. You know the discrepancies that I had with family and different things within family is because I'm not going to allow it, and I check it and I let it be
But
known.
that's your boundaries.
And,
That's your
and
boundaries. And at the end of the day, people have to respect that. Like, like you said, like I had to really step back and do the boundaries, like you said. Like I don't stay out late when I go and hang out. with the family. You know, it's 7, 8 o'clock, latest 10. I'm going to get there, unless
Right.
it's a birthday. And 11 is the latest. And they will clown me. They was used to clown me so much when I would be like, oh, it's past Alicia bedtime. It's 8 o'clock. I'm like, nah, I'm good until 10. And then I'm out. But after a while, when they start seeing me doing it repeatedly, they was like, okay, well, let's hurry up because we want to make sure Alicia get what she got to get before she has to go. You know what I mean? So it's you have to
And
respect people boundaries.
right, that's what that come in.
Yeah,
As long as you standing on that, they got no choice but to respect it. You get what I'm saying? And if they disrespect it, you have every right to check that shit.
yeah.
Every
And,
right.
and that's part of life experiences. It's everything we've been through, and we put a boundary to something that we're trying to be better. If we cannot elevate and help each other out, what is the purpose of us even talking if we
Yeah,
can't elevate each other?
because to be honest, somebody reached out to me in the family and was like, "Oh, could you help me get some money?" Da 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 da. Woo woo. And I'm like, "Well, where were you when I needed help getting money and y'all was up da 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 woo woo?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I can't respect that because it's like when I'm down and out, who's coming to my rescue? Who's saying, "Hey, yo, you need some help. You need you yeah, but then now people see me up. They like, oh yeah, cuz could you help me out? Da, 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 da. I'm like, on what basis though?
Is it do you analyze it as is it helping you with the experiences that
No
you deal with?
helping me because they coming to me for help. So what help am I getting from them? You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right. You coming to me for help and you know the situation that I've been in and you've been up. People been up higher than me, doing better than me, and then now they see me doing good, and then now they down. They like, well, let me ask Cuz, like, cuz cool. Yeah, I'm cool, but I also remember everything.
Well, let me say this then. I guess because I'm the female of the family, and I see it as two wrongs don't make it right. I think as
Not
from your
perspective.
certain hold on, certain boundaries, yes, I agree. I agree. But for what you're saying, like I'm not knocking you because that's how you feel, okay? But for me, I I would have boundaries on that level, and then I would I tell you, this is the part I'm telling you. I can never get just an hour. Just 1 hour. Just one. This is part of the trying to do something for me. Somebody told me that. I had a friend was talking to me and they was like, you got to start focusing on what you need to do for yourself and your dream and continue your dream. And I was like, dude, girl, that's hard. It's hard to even get 1 hour. Just one. I just wanted, I'm not even going to do a whole hour. I can't even get that. But not even, anyway, besides the point. I think that every time that happens, it throws me off. I do the opposite to the point where, as what you were saying, as far as if they come and ask, I will do the boundaries level because I will still help in a way. Depends on where it is, and I'm not saying you wrong because that's just your boundary. You get what I'm saying? As far
I
as
mean,
me,
this is due to my experiences with those people.
see, okay, so that's what I'm saying. You have the boundary. So, like for me, if my boundary would be if you're not doing something to elevate yourself, right?
Hmm.
I am not going to put myself there. You
Right.
feel me? I'm not going to because it takes click of a button just to share
Hmm.
my stuff
And it's free.
free. But like you said, they will come, hey, can you? And I'm like, but I don't think of it like how you think of it and say, well, you didn't share my stuff when I asked you to. But I don't even ask anymore. At the end of the day, to me now, it's just for me. Like I don't even worry about it. I don't even do I have the boundaries, but I don't do it like
Yeah.
on a whole nother level. It's crazy, and I'm not just talking about the family. I talk about it with everybody. I do this with everybody now because it's
But
like
no, but the the root of it all though, I'm gonna tell you is jealousy. That's the root of it. I'm gonna tell you that right now because people want to see you doing good, but not better than them.
that's true.
That's why I could talk about so many subjects about stuff that you could actually relate to or you could actually resonate with when it comes to music in a group, etc. And I was thriving and somebody's jealous and they didn't want me to be in the group no more. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't, but the thing about that is you got to understand that when people are like that, you got to understand that you have a bigger calling than them. That's what you have to understand. When
I get
somebody,
that.
when somebody that you're trying to help is getting jealous and trying to bring you down, you got to understand you have a bigger calling than them because they see your potential. They see
Yeah,
your threat. They want to be in the spotlight, but they see that you have the capability to actually be in the spotlight. And that's where that envy and that jealousy comes in. But it's like if you just accept your position, because everybody has a position. You look at football, you look at basketball, everybody has a position. If everybody playing the same position, you're not gonna win.
that's true. That's true, and that's in life too. Because at the end of the day, you wanna bring everybody into it, into this aspect of the boundaries and the healing process. And see, especially like when you're healing, you know, people don't tend to understand that aspect of it also because, like you said, they get jealous because when you're healing and you're doing something, and they see it because they see you looking better, you're carrying yourself more mature, you
Mm-hmm.
are you're not wilding out like you used to, you're not
Right.
drinking like you used to, you're changing a whole thing about yourself. So if my aspect is this, and then this is anybody. I'm trying to practice what I preach, and if I can't do that, then why am I doing it? Then I
Right.
really contradicted myself.
Right.
And a young lady told me that she was like, you contradict yourself when you say that you're depressed one day, but then you're okay the next. And I'm like, that's what you call.
No, that's not contradictory. That's not
It's not.
contradictory.
I trust me, I knew. But what I was like, okay, at first I kind of, and I'm proud of myself because before I used to be defensive when people do that, and I would really, my emotions would really boil like a boiling hot water, and it would start, my face would get red. But I kind of like paused for a second, and I'm like, okay. So I didn't even say anything about it. What
Mm-hmm.
I want to do is when I do my show and I do anything else, I mean, whoever sees me, is I say everything on my show. I tell you how it is. I do what I am an emotional person. But I think because my spirit feeds off my videos, it's like
Yeah.
they think this is a whole different level. You know what I mean? And I think like you said, it's a jealousy aspect that they can't be or can't do what I do. And I
I
don't
mean,
understand why. It's like you could do the same thing.
it's not even that. It's like you said. Yeah, they could do the same thing, right? But they don't got it.
They don't want to get it
No, 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 no. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. They can do it, but they don't got it. They don't got the pizzazz. They don't got the charisma. They don't got the energy. They don't got the. You get what I'm saying? They don't got it.
because they don't want it.
No, it's not that.
You mean it's that thing? It's a thing.
It's
I
a
know what you're
yeah.
talking about now.
It's a thing.
Maybe
It's
it's a
a thing.
thing.
Because look, like I said, we all play a position on the field or on the
Right.
basketball. God
Right.
don't all the same.
That's true. That's why we
So
all are different.
because you want to be the star and you don't have star quality, you're gonna get mad at the
It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that. A lot of that
then,
going.
and then you can see the people who try so hard to be the star, and then you see the one who do it effortlessly, right?
Yeah. True. That's true. Okay, makes sense. I hope this is helping anybody listening today because this is life experiences, and this is why I like doing it because we're telling our side of our how our personalities are and how we handle our life experiences. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And this is why
real,
I do it.
real life.
Yeah, and people really downplay when I do this. Like seriously. And like it really affected me like 2 weeks ago. Like I really took everything off my social media and everything because it really got to me at that point. And I was just like, what you just said kind of clicked to me. And I was like, that's just they hating, Leash. That means you're doing something awesome and want you to be down on that level where they at because they don't want to get up there and do what they need to do. So they
Right.
don't
They don't
want
got
me to
because they
exceed.
don't got it. They don't got it.
I get it, cuz though. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But in all reality, I really, really thank you for being on my show tonight. It really helped and was so calming, except for all these interruptions. Which I'm gonna work on it. I think next week I'm gonna have to go in my car and just plant everything in my car and just sit in it or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I really want to sit down and really do this again. And you're a very good host. I like the male aspect of it. That's why I really wanted to do is have a male and me. Because I like the male point of view and a woman point of view. Because I want people to really understand it's two sides and a male point of view of it and how you just explain how you feel and your boundaries and your life experiences and mine. And it's like all the stuff that we just talked about of being alone and handling our situations and learning from our life experiences. And I think people really have to really not have to. I think people should
But what
try
I
to go ahead.
will tell you is being alone isn't nothing bad. That's a superpower. That's a superpower. Because like I said, I'm alone. I'm doing all this by myself. And I'm still sipping wine. You know what I'm saying? I'm still doing good. I got my car. I got my place. I'm getting money. I'm doing this all by myself. Nobody never thought I would be doing this because
I
people
get
say
it.
he this he that he wow he whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
at the time you got to understand that people evolve. People do change. But see, people who don't see that they don't.
Yeah, they don't change. I noticed
People
that.
right. So that's why people stay stuck.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why
Comfortable. It's comfortable. They're comfortable where they at.
I don't even think that they're comfortable. I just think that they can't figure it out because their brain waves don't even let them go even further past of their comfortability. You get what I'm
Okay, that
saying?
makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes
So
sense.
that's what I'm saying. It's like no risk, no reward.
Right.
So if you're not willing to take the risk, you're not gonna get that reward. With me, that's why my life is the way it is because I've always been taking risks. Always, you know that.
I don't
I,
take a risk, but I just be kind to people and do what I need to do.
and taking risk isn't being mean to people.
No, I know that's not what I'm saying. Like I know what you're taking a risk. Me like hey, you're going to jump off this cliff today with a parachute. You know, that's a risk. I guess. But I mean, as far as like doing this right now, there's a risk to
Uh,
me that
uh, the risk that I'm talking about is like when you have an idea in your head and you be like, I got an idea, but oh, it'll never work. But you never know if it'll work if you don't take that
try it.
risk. That's the risk I'm talking about. That's why I'm the way I am because that's why I'm still thriving. That's why I am good on my own because I always take that risk. I always be like, well, if I try this, let me try this, and if it fails, okay, because I'm still doing other things. You
Right.
gotta millionaires have multiple means of incomes and
They sure do.
exactly. So that's why I'm like, if people can't see that with me, they don't see it within themselves.
Right. I get that.
They don't see it within themselves.
Right. Well, I appreciate you being on here. I I got I have I'm
We can
still
talk.
learning. I'm still healing.
We can talk
And
about
you
But if you got more topics, we can talk about it. It doesn't matter. I'm here.
No, tonight I really just wanted to really touch bases on the life experiences and the healing process. And we already touched that. And we touched that when we said the healing was part of it is being doing the boundary. And then we talked about being alone. And that's another process. And then I talked about being our wounds, dealing with our traumas, because like you said, you dealt with it being in solitude. Um,
But that's the thing. Like I've been dealing with that through my whole childhood because I didn't have my parents. You know what I'm saying? My dad was locked up. My mom didn't want me living with her, so I was always the outsider. Even with my cousins, they had their moms, they had their dads, but I didn't.
yeah.
But I always tried to fit in. That's why I did so much. That's why I did what I did to be liked so much because my own fucking parents probably didn't even fucking like me. But you know,
I
that's
wouldn't
gonna
say they didn't like you. I think they own.
no. They was just focused on other things that wasn't important as me. That's what I.
Don't say it like that. I think it's more they had their own traumas and their own demons, and they had some really bad demons that they had to deal with. I don't think you should really say that about yourself about how they feel, because you wouldn't know unless they actually said it to you in your face. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? If they
They
have,
never.
then I'll shut up.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I approached both of them very aggressively, and they both just didn't have anything to say.
Wait, so you said
So I
you
don't.
approached them aggressively?
Yes, both of them.
Yeah, but why aggressively? Because you was mad.
Because when you try to downplay me when I try to speak to you
Yeah,
cordially,
right.
it's like speaking to a child.
I
A
got you.
child not gonna hear you. Calm down. Can you be quiet? But when you base that ass, they shut the fuck up. You get what I'm
So
saying?
so does that
So,
still hurt you?
so
Because I could tell it does.
it don't no more because I already based them. I base both of them. I don't. I base everybody. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I don't. If when I feel like somebody playing with me, I always address that shit. That's why people don't like me.
So
You
wait,
get what I'm
so let me
saying?
ask you something. Are you content with that outcome, or are you able to say you forgive
Yeah,
for
I accept it.
yourself? For
Yeah,
yourself?
yeah. I accept it. I accept it because I understand that one, they were young.
Right.
Two, they didn't know no better.
They didn't. That's what I'm telling
When
you.
you're young,
Trauma.
you don't. So,
Traumas.
but I forgave them. I forgave them, right? But the thing is, once I forgive you, and you still on that adolescent mindset, and I'm maturing past yours, and then my parents is telling me stop talking to them like children, but they acting like children. How can I stop talking to you like a child?
But the point is you did forgive them for you, not for them, but for you.
Yeah, I forgave them, but they
For
don't
you.
like the way that I them after the forgiveness. You get what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying, but that's the thing. As long as you, I'm only saying that because I know how you feel and I've done it. A situation I have done it where to the point where which is exactly what you're saying at that particular time, it is what it is. How you have to carry it, right? But as long as you forgive them within your heart, for you to let go of that hate and that resentment and all that stuff you're feeling, like it's beaming. When you talked about it, it beamed off of me. So it's like I really want you to understand that. And it's like it really helps your mindset. And you're doing a great job of look at you. I mean, when I saw you, I was like, holy crap, wow. So I felt your energy. So I'm telling you that because I'm feeling your energy when you talked about that subject. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying because though I felt your energy and I just want you to really heal from that. I really do. And no matter how they still carry it, let them carry it.
I'm good. No, see, the thing is, I forgive them, but the thing is, at this point in life, I want them to get it because they're still not getting it. You get what I'm saying? You know how
I
people
know.
ways, and it's like people can't change, and it's like I've changed drastically, drastically. You know me. Everybody else know me. I changed drastically to the point where people didn't even think I was gonna be like this.
But you
And that,
already said that you already said the answer to all that stuff that you're saying right now. They're not going to see it because it's not in them to see it just yet.
and they probably never gonna see it.
We never know. We don't know. We don't know. Let's not put that in the air. But we never know. We
No, we
never
just
know what God or the universe, whoever, whatever. You don't know what that situation might go into where they might do it. We never know.
but you know the one thing that neither of them did,
What's that?
they never apologized.
Ooh, yeah, that's a big one.
Ah,
That's a big one. It's gonna come.
people know they're wrong,
They know they're wrong. But see, that's when people know they're wrong and they don't want to admit it. They wouldn't
and,
admit it.
but that's why their life goes down the fucking drain because they don't make amends with God and the wrongdoings that they do.
They don't make men's with themselves also, like you're doing, like I explained to you. You know, if we don't make men's with ourselves,
That's, that's ego. They don't even make amends with themselves. No, that's ego. You got to make amends with the person that you did wrong, and with spirit and God, because the person that you did wrong did not have a play in that.
true.
Especially when it's pure and you're a child
Yeah.
and you didn't make a choice.
Yeah. I understand that.
Neither one of them apologized. And I can even say, even people that outside of my parents never apologized to me how they did me, but I forgave them and I still try to come around and still be cool when I didn't have to. Because to be honest, the type of person I am, I could do a lot, but
You're healing, baby. You're doing good. Keep it
the
up.
God, the God,
Yep. Keep it up. That's all we can do. Swift, that's all we could do. And I'm glad you came on the show. I hope, because I could feel it. I know you feel a little relief and let you out, let something out. And I appreciate that. And I thank you for coming on and having this conversation, because this is all part of life experiences. And I want people to understand, no matter what you're going through, if you really want something in your life to change, you have to do it. You have to do
yes,
it.
yes, yourself, yes.
You only can do it. Nobody else can do it but you.
Tunnel vision, people.
Yeah.
Tunnel.
Put the blinders on.
Only person that could change your life is you.
Yep. If you're unhappy, if you're sad, if you're angry, it's only you. And it's like you can't keep downing every other
But
person who's trying to make themselves better. You just can't do that.
the last thing I'm gonna say is the thing that make it hard for people is dependency,
I agree. I used to be like that. I used to be like that. I agree.
and that's why I take pride on being on my own. Cause ain't nobody ever gonna play with me.
I know that's right, Swift. Anyway, Cuzzo, it's time to sign off. I really appreciate you really coming on here. And I hope anyone that's listening to this show, I hope we kind of like helped you guys, because this is our life experiences and we have no problem sharing it on here, as you can see.
Send me this link. I'm gonna share it on my channel.
Oh, you mean share it?
Yeah, on my channel.
No, that's this link is to invite you to come on.
No, I'm saying like when the video is saved and all that, send me
Oh,
the link
okay. Okay.
so I can put it on my channel.
Okay, cool. I'll see if I could do it. I don't know. I gotta figure it out.
I mean, once it upload and then you click share and you copy the link and
Oh,
then
I could. Okay.
yeah, and then send it to me, and then I'm gonna post it on my channel and be like, I was on this podcast, da da da, check me out, da da da.
All right, cuz though, that's a bet. I will do that. I appreciate that. Hey, We got to support each other, man, because if we don't, anyway, as long as we could help each other out by one step at a time, one step, 10 more forward. That's how I see it. So I appreciate you, and hopefully next time you let me know on a Wednesday early if you want to come on, and I'll let you know what we want to talk about. But majority is going to be life experiences, and we're just going to flow.
Let me know the topics and all that, and if it's gonna be every Wednesday, you know what I'm saying. I make it my duty to make some time because I be a busy man. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. Don't worry, I understand. Well, anyway, thank you, Cuzzo. I appreciate you, and I really thank you for being on my show tonight. It was really, really a blessing, and everything happens for a reason. You know
Amen.
that, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all have a good night. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next week, Wednesday, 8:30.
Love
Bye,
y'all.
Steph. Bye.